Hi, Karen Curry Parker here, and I want to take a little bit of time today to introduce you to a very powerful technique called the Emotional Freedom Techniques, or EFT for short. The basic premise of EFT is very, very simple. The premise is this: we are energetically hardwired to be happy. And basically what that means is that anytime you're experiencing a block, a trauma, pain, fear, disease, anxiety, unrest in your life, it's actually a result of there being a blockage or reversal in your energy flow. So what the Emotional Freedom Techniques does is it gives you a really quick and easy way for you to restore your energy flow back in the positive direction so that you can begin to realign anything that might be causing a disruption in your natural state of positivity and positive energy flow. The basic technique of the Emotional Freedom Techniques is actually rooted in Chinese Meridian therapy. If you've ever gone to get acupuncture, you'll know that the theory in acupuncture or in Chinese medicine is that if you insert the needle into key energetic intersection points on the body, it'll actually break up any blocks or flows to your energy and restore your energy back in a positive direction. The Emotional Freedom Techniques, EFT, works just like Chinese Meridian therapy or acupuncture, except good news, we don't use needles. And in fact, we only use a few of key, what we call meridian or energy channel intersection points. And simply by tapping on those key intersection points, we can shift and change and disrupt any negative energy patterns that you might be experiencing, create an opening and a shift in your energy, restore it back in a positive direction, and get yourself back aligned with your natural state of happiness and joy. The actual technique has two key components. The first component involves doing what's called the setup phrase. So anytime you're tapping on anything, anytime you're using EFT on anything, you're always going to start with the setup phrase. And you're going to repeat the setup phrase 3 times. So the setup phrase is very, very simple. It goes like this: even though I fill in the blank, have this problem, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. So let's say you're feeling a little bit stressed today about something. Your setup phrase would be, even though I'm feeling stressed today, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Or let's say you are frustrated with your kid because your kid's not going to do their homework and you've been power struggling over your homework. You might use the setup phrase that goes, even though I'm feeling really frustrated with my kid today, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. You're going to insert anything or what that's bugging you. We always say in the EFT community, we say, try it on everything. So I encourage you to try it on anything that maybe is getting under your skin and bugging you. And just very simply, very easily use the setup phrase, even though I'm having this problem, whatever it may be, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. That's the first step. The second thing that you're going to do is you are then going to take your fingers. I recommend that you tap with 2 or 3 fingers, and you're going to use your fingers and tap on a key, on these basic, important 5 key meridian intersection points. You're going to tap approximately 3 to 5 times, firmly, but not so firm that you leave a bruise or hurt yourself, and not so lightly that you don't feel it. I'm going to show you where those key points are, and then I'm going to put those together with the setup phrase that we just did, and I'm going to show you the entire flow of the EFT sequence. All right, the meridian intersection points that we're going to be working with are first and foremost on the side of the hand. So you're going to start first by tapping with as many fingers as you can. I always start with 4 on the side of the hand. While you're tapping on the side of the hand, this is going to be the time when you actually use your setup phrase and repeat it 3 times. So you're going to tap on the side of the hand, and then you're going to repeat your setup phrase 3 times. Once you're done repeating that setup phrase, you are then going to do what we call the tapping sequence. The first point in the tapping sequence is right smack in the middle of your head. Sometimes we call this the crown. It sort of is really like literally feels like the center of your skull. Anytime you tap, you're going to tap about 8 to 10 times. As I said, you want to tap firmly but gently. So you're going to use the top of the head. The second point is right here on the front of the eyebrow. So you're going to tap on the front of the eyebrow. Then the third point, you're going to tap on the side of the eye. And you want to tap, if you kind of follow the eye socket or the orbit of the eye, you're just going to kind of stay on the edges of the eye socket. So the side of the eye is the third point. Under the eye is the fourth point. Actually, there's more than 5 points. Then you're going to tap under the nose, right, sort of halfway between the top of your lip and the bottom of your nose. Then you want to tap in the middle of your chin, again, halfway between your bottom lip and the bottom of your chin. The next spot, this one can sometimes be kind of tricky. On the next spot, you're going to tap right here on the front prominent part of your collarbone. Now, some of you don't have as prominent collarbones as I do. So what you want to do, if you can't find that front prominent point of your collarbone, you just want to go to the hollow of your throat and go about 2 finger breadths over to your collarbone. You want to tap there. And then the last point is kind of right under the arm. If you're a woman, it's right in the middle of your bra strap, kind of even with the nipple line. Again, sometimes if you have any kind of mobility or impairment issues with lifting your arm up, you might not be able to tap on this point. If for some reason you can't reach this point, the alternative point is to tap with 2 fingers on the inside outer edge. You can see that, the inside outer edge of your wrist. So you want to tap right here on your wrist if you cannot do the under the arm point. When we're tapping with kids, I call this the monkey point, okay? So let's do a demonstration of what that's gonna look like. Let's say the challenge that I'm having is I'm feeling frustrated and stressed because it's the end of the day and I've run out of time and I didn't get done everything I wanted to get done. So I might say for my setup phrase, and again, while I'm saying that setup phrase, I'm going to tap and I'm going to repeat the setup phrase 3 times. I might say, even though I'm feeling really stressed because I didn't get everything done on my to-do list, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling really stressed out because I didn't get everything done that I wanted to do on my to-do list, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm feeling really stressed because I didn't get done everything that I wanted to get done on my to-do list, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Once you complete the setup phrase and tapping on the side of the hand 3 times while you're repeating your setup phrase, you then want to move to the point, the sequence, the tapping sequence on those points. So you're going to go then to the top of your head. And while you're tapping on this tapping sequence and going through these points, you can, just so that you can stay focused and think about what you're working on, you might want to use a little reminder phrase to help yourself stay focused on the issue at hand. So you might start with the top of the head and you might say, I didn't get everything done. Then move to the front of the eye, didn't get everything done. Side of the eye, I didn't get everything done. Under the eye, I didn't get everything done. Under the nose, I didn't get everything done. Chin, I didn't get everything done. Collarbone, I didn't get everything done. And under the arm, I didn't get everything done. A lot of times, just doing that one round, you'll find that at the end of the round, you're going to take a nice, long, deep breath. Some of you might laugh. You might feel a little shift in your energy. Usually, a nice, long, deep breath is what a lot of people experience. There's a sigh or a release of energy that happens. You can kind of go with that. Another thing that will happen once you tap with EFT is that if there's an underlying root cause to your stress or your anxiety or your pain, as you sit for 30 seconds or so after you complete the tapping sequence, and I encourage you to just take a break for a minute before you do anything else, just sit with it. Your unconscious mind usually bubbles up into your awareness the next thought or the next feeling or the next experience that you need to be concentrating on and then tapping on to complete the clearing process. So when I was tapping on not getting everything done at the end of the day, the next thing that came up for me was feeling frustrated because when I don't get everything done, then I don't get to feel completely present to my family, and I don't feel like I'm a good enough mom when I'm not present to my family. So that's what's coming up as my secondary thought here. I would then go back to my EFT sequence, and I would use a new setup phrase, and I might say, even though I feel sad when I don't get everything done because it takes me away from being with my family, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel sad when I don't get everything done because it takes me away from my family, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel sad when I don't get everything done because it takes me away from my family, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And then going back to the tapping sequence again, I might say this sadness. To the front of the eye, this sadness. To the side of the eye, this sadness. Under the eye, this sadness. Under the nose, this sadness. Chin, this sadness. Collarbone, this sadness. And under the arm, this sadness. All right. This is an energy psychology technique. It will shift and move energy. We are electrical beings, and we are processing and moving energy through the body with water and other conductive fluids. So when you do this process, you do actually use up a lot of water. So make sure when you are tapping that you stay nice and well hydrated. It will help the process work better for you. There are lots more to learn about EFT. Certainly this is enough to get you diving in and getting started. I encourage you, as I said, tap on, try on anything. See what comes up for you and experiment with it. It works great for the experience of pain. It works great for emotional trauma. It works great for memories that come up that might be disturbing. It works great for stress relief. It works great for staying balanced. Tap on everything and have a really good time with it. It's a pretty quick and easy technique, and you're going to probably find that you feel better pretty quickly. Enjoy.